Hey, it's Mac Byrne again, and welcome to my channel. Listen, today's video is going to be a little bit different from what you guys are used to. We are always on the road somewhere, traveling, but today we are at home. So listen, we're going to be cleaning our patio. A lot of times when we're at home, Jarika and I, we like to just relax and rest and enjoy time outside. You know, we love nature. We like to just sit down on the patio and just kind of chill out. And so this patio hadn't been cleaned in maybe about 3 years. So if you look in certain areas, you know, on the ground or whatever, you'll see that, you know, down here, there's a lot of grime that's been built up, a lot of green, moldy looking stuff. So we're going to be cleaning this today. It's long overdue. So I'm going to be showing you guys the chemicals and the equipment that I'll be using. So today I'm going to be using the Ryobi Premium Electric Pressure Washer. This pressure washer doesn't have a lot of PSIs. It has maybe about 1700 PSI. Now you guys might go and get a pressure washer that may be like 3,000 and 4,000 PSI. For what we're doing, a concrete patio, you don't need a lot of PSIs. You want something that's gonna be, you know, kind of gentle, that's gonna not be super abrasive and just tear up your concrete. So you want something that is going to be gentle on your concrete, but just rough enough to get the dirt and grime up. So I'm going to be using, again, the 1700 PSI Ryobi Premium Electric Pressure Washer. And I also got my push broom that I'm going to be using. I got my battery operated blower here. I got some vinegar. I got some blue dishwashing liquid, a bucket, and a measuring cup. So that's all we're going to be using today to clean this patio. So let's get to it. So guys, listen, first thing is always first. Safety is always our priority. And the first thing I always recommend is making sure we wear our safety eyewear protection. I have these particular big goggles right here. They're large enough to fit over my existing eyewear because I wear prescription glasses. So if you know, a lot of people, they'll use just their regular eyewear, but I always have an extra added protection of eyewear because when you're cleaning anything, a lot of times dirt, you know, pops up, or, you know, it could be a rock, or I have a lot of mulch that could pop up. And a lot of times frames like this, the dirt or mulch or whatever, rocks, they'll pop up and they can come under these particular and these actually glasses are pretty fragile, so they can break these and damage your eyes. So again, I always recommend making sure wearing the protective eyewear. Second thing I also do, I'm gonna wear long pants. Now a lot of guys, they might come out here, they wear shorts and stuff like that, but again, like I said, when you're spraying, things pop up, so you don't want anything to injure your leg or you know, pop up and, you know, you get hurt or anything like that or whatever. So I always wear a long leg wear. And the next thing I do, I wear protective shoe wear. Now a lot of guys, they would tell you to wear rubber boots or something like that or whatever. Now again, I would recommend doing that, but with what I'm doing today, I'm not using a high pressure washer with 4,000 PSI or anything like that or whatever. I'm just using a lightweight pressure washer. So I'm just wearing some regular sneakers, closed toe shoes would be sufficient. So again, I wouldn't recommend wearing sandals or anything like that or whatever. But these are the protective clothing and eyewear that I'm going to be using today. So I recommend that you at least do the minimum of what I'm doing today. Now, the first thing that we've done, we've already cleared our patio out. You see, we've got all of our patio furniture sitting out. The last thing that we got to do is remove this umbrella, which we're probably going to get rid of this umbrella and get a new one anyway, and remove the barbecue grill here. And one of the things, like I said, I'm going to do is I'm probably going to leave that until the last part. But I'm gonna remove everything else from the patio. I removed my rug. We had a rug down here. We had patio furniture. So all that stuff is removed, and this is going to be the last thing. And when we finish with the actual patio area, then we're going to get the stones that we've placed here that we actually use to balance the barbecue grill or the gas grill that we got. So let's get to it. Now again, guys, I probably would recommend letting the umbrella down, but I'm just not going to do that today. Again, usually that's probably pretty easy to kind of let the umbrella down, but I don't really want to let it down. I'm just being lazy, but that's probably what you want to do. Okay, listen, the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to blow away all the loose dirt and debris that is on the patio. You guys might not have a blower, but so you might want to use a regular push broom or a broom to just kind of get all the loose debris off. But I'm going to use my blower to get all the loose debris and dirt that is off the patio, because you don't want anything that's on the patio when you start to clean and add your solution. So let's get to it. Okay, now you want to get your solution ready. All right, what you want to do first is you want to get 1 part of vinegar, okay, to 4 parts of water. That's the way I do it. So I got 1 cup of vinegar, so I'm gonna use 4 cups of water. When I do that, I'm gonna put a couple of drops of dish liquid in there, and that's how I proportion it. Now, depending on the size of your patio, you might wanna use 8 cups to 2 cups, and maybe 4 drops of dishwashing liquid. So it just depends on what your patio size is, but that's the measurements that I use. I use 1 part vinegar, 4 parts water. So again, I'm gonna use 1 cup of vinegar and 4 cups of water. Then I'm gonna drop a couple of dish washing liquid drops in there. So let's get to it. Now that I got my solution ready, I'm gonna do a little light mist with the Ryobi here. And the reason for that is because on a hot day like this, the concrete, it acts as a sponge, sort of like a little sponge. It's gonna absorb any liquid that you put on it. So when we get that solution and we put it on there and that solution hits the ground, it's gonna absorb all in the concrete pores. There will be nothing for me to scrub, because you'll see after we get the solution down, we're gonna scrub with our push broom. So this is me pouring that solution all over the dampened concrete. Now, you'll see when I get to pushing with my push broom that I'm trying to evenly spread that solution all over the concrete surface, because what you want to do is you want to make sure it's evenly spread, because you want that solution to break down all the pollen and the dirt and the grime that has been built up, for some time now. So you want to make sure you spread evenly with your push broom. All right, guys, now that I got this concrete saturated with the solution, all that is left to do is to pressure wash it. And again, we're not going to be super abrasive. We're not going to put a super abrasive nozzle on or anything like that or whatever, because that's not, what's needed. So you can see that right now, like I said, it's kind of saturated. I let it sit for maybe 5 to 6 minutes or so. At this part right here, I'm gonna try to get, you see the little spots, I'm gonna try to get to this, because the sun is kind of beaming down on that, so I don't want it to dry up. So all that is, again, that is left to do is to get this pressure washed. So let's have at it. Now, as a reminder, try to make sure you consistently keep that pressure washer nozzle at a consistent height above the concrete. Now, after you finish your job, what you don't want to see is when your concrete dries, you don't want to see a bunch of streaks and lines all over your concrete, and you have to go back and do a lot of work over. So try to make sure you keep the nozzle at a consistent height, maybe 1.5 inches above your concrete. Hey guys, listen, this is the finished product. I'm pretty pleased with it. And, once it dries, we're gonna see how everything looks. I'm sure there's probably gonna be a stripe or two or something like that, but that was not the objective. The objective was to get all the pollen and the dirt and the grime off of the ground so we can enjoy while we're spending time out here. So again, I'm pretty pleased with it. We're gonna have to get all the furniture back on. So once everything is dried up, I'm going to snap a picture or two, or just take a video or two so you guys can see. But put in the comments, tell me what you think of the job that I did. Did I do a good job? Did I miss something? Put it in the comments. But guys, listen, that's it, and I'll see you next time. But this is the finished product.